life. Bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life. Bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life. Bing bang, bing bang. If you see these dogs,
Calgary, welcome to Make Me Laugh. Make some noise for your host, Mirage.
Bing bang. If you see dogs in your front yard, fuck your life.
Cheers,
bing
mate.
Bang, bing bang.
Hello, can you all hear me? Is that too loud? Is that okay? Great. My name is Mirage and I'm lucky enough to be the host for today. Just want to start off by saying a massive thank you to everyone that's coming down to support the show, but most importantly, coming down to support Calgarian comedy. It's amazing that you can be here to support us. And to all the viewers and people watching us online, again, a massive shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Cheers, guys. So, we are Make Me Laugh, and our job today is to make you guys laugh. So we've got an evening planned of lots of excitement and lots of fun, filled with back-to-back comedy. So we hope you are left entertained. The format of the show is really, really simple. We've got about 9 comedians who are going to be jumping on stage, each battling it out to win a cash prize, which will be judged by you at the end of the show. Each comedian will have around 5 minutes to do their thing, get on stage, rock a little bit, make you guys laugh, and at the end, me and my wonderful, talented comedian colleagues that I'll be introducing shortly, they'll be having a bit of a probe, a bit of a look, having a bit of an understanding of who they are, but mostly taking a piss out of them, because that's what we're here to do today. Take the piss, have some chuckles, have some giggles, and just have some fucking fun, right, guys? Perfect. Great. So before we get started, I just want to give out a massive shout out to our host today, the Social Beer House. What a cracking venue. The music is great. Well, thank you, by the way, for that. The music's been good so far. The booze is great, the food is great, and just generally, it's so good to be out. So thank you for hosting us today, and if you can, please show your love and support and give him a hearty tip at the end of the show and some lovely Google reviews. God knows how COVID's fucked a lot of businesses up. We could all really appreciate it right now. So, I think we're almost about to get started. Just some housekeeping rules. We are a live performance and we are recording for people at home. It is a podcast as well. So when the comedian's up, show a little bit of respect. Keep it a little bit quiet. Obviously, laugh as much as you can. And are you guys ready? I was expecting that to be a lot worse, so I'm really fucking happy with that. Are you guys ready? Fantastic. So, it's my pleasure to bring out some amazing, talented local artists we have in Calgary. First of all, Ryan Butterfield from the Reckless Comedy Show, and then Amal Suri from the Craft Island Comedy Festival. Boys, join me, you handsome fuckers. Come out on stage.
The yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see my knee. The whole city.
Yeah? Is that okay?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna stand on the stage.
No, not
Yeah, how come you were sitting down there where like the cameras couldn't see you at all?
Well, I thought that's why you had me online, boys. Come on, what's going on?
We definitely just found a brown guy to fill in that spot and this spot. How does it feel to be the minority?
I feel like every white guy on a CBC show right now.
Affirmative action got Ryan here, everyone. Give it up for that. Yeah. There we go. That was the saddest applause ever. Saddest applause ever.
All right, we're getting ready to start some comedy, guys. You guys ready for some comedy here?
Oh, a little louder. Come on, who's ready for comedy?
Just before we get going, we've got to thank our Kill Tony sponsors really quickly. You always have to do a plug for the sponsors. So they are Masquerade, and they are Liquid IV and Drip and Grind for all your comfy hoodies. Please use the right promo code KillTony to save a little bit of money online. Tony and Redden, run your ads. And that's a plug, and we're back. So should we get started with the first comedian, mate? Yeah. Go ahead. So, if we could welcome to the stage, Chris Swift.
Chris Swift to the stage, y'all.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Make me laugh.
Awesome. I'm glad that I'm speaking on a mic that kind of makes me sound like one of the parents from Charlie Brown. You know, like I couldn't hear you guys off the bat there. I was like, all I was hearing was the wah, 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 wah. And I was really inspired by those things you said, so it was good. Yeah, so as he said, my name's Chris, my last name's Whip. I have that name because my dad is an ex-Hutterite, or as I like to call them, electric Amish. Yeah, and you know, it's kind of cool being an ex-Hutterite. Like, in high school, it was tough because I always got bullied. Like, people would always be like, oh, Chris, like, your dad's a Hutterite, are your parents siblings? And I'd be crying, and I'd be like, no, my parents aren't siblings. They're cousins. No, but, you know, there's a little bit of truth in that Hutterites are a little incesty. In fact, and this is absolutely true, they have an app so you can check how related to other people in the colonies you are. It's called Members, and that's just Tinder for Hutterites, guys. But I think they missed out on a really good naming opportunity, you know? Like, personally, I would have went with Ancestry.com. But that's just me. Yeah, like I said, my dad's ex-Hutterite, my mom and I were born in Peru. And when you're born in a foreign country, people always ask you, like, do you speak the language? And for Peru, it's Spanish. And so they're always like, Chris, like, do you speak Spanish? And I wish I spoke Spanish, you know? I kind of speak Spanish like a closeted redneck sucks dick. Now, if anybody off the street were to ask me, definitely not, right? But I'll try it for family. Yeah, I'll try it for family. I love my family, you know? Yeah. Do you guys know what post-nut clarity is? Like 3 people? Sweet. Basically, post-nut clarity is the clarity of thought you get after you ejaculate. Okay, it's very different from if you're with another person to if you're by yourself, right? Because if you're with another person, it's always like an I love you feeling. You know, it's like a connection, like a thing of emotion. But when you're by yourself, it's a little bit different, you know? Like the other day, I finished jerking off, and I was just like, wow, I really need to call my mom more. It's not that bad, guys. Like, I wasn't thinking about calling my mom during it, you know? Yeah, but, yeah, speaking of sex, I have it. Bet you guys didn't think that would happen. Yeah! Woo! Thank you. That guy believes in me. That's 1 in a row. No, but I do. And you know, we don't do regular positions. I'm a little bit of a bigger guy. It's tough on the knees. For instance, instead of doggy style, we do what I like to call terminally ill doggy style. We're both kind of like laying there on our side. I'm going like this. Her hearing is going. I can't see anything. But you know, it's not all that sad, right? Because at the end, I'm a little bit old-fashioned. I don't take her to the vet to put her down. No, at the end, I simply shoot her in the face. That's a cum shot joke. Yeah. One thing I like to ask every crowd that I do comedy in front of, and I like to ask it a certain way, is how do you guys feel about homophobia? Who cheered? See, the reason I ask it like that is because sometimes people will just hear a guy on stage yelling and they just want to get excited, so they'll yell too. And then you get to point at that guy and laugh. But you know, no, I don't like homophobia because it's not like a real phobia, you know? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, sir, arachnophobia. What's arachnophobia? Fear of spiders. Makes sense, right? Homophobia is not like that, you know? Like, I wish that arachnophobia was a little bit more like homophobia. Could you imagine? You're just kind of like walking down the street and you spot a spider, like, ah, a spider! Well, I sure hope it can't get married. And then you'd have people who'd be like, no, I like spiders. Like, my best friend's sister is half spider. I just don't want my kids to be spiders, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I started trying to lose a little bit more weight during the pandemic. You know, like, started dieting, eating better and whatnot. But it's been tough because, like, everybody at healthy restaurants is already fit. You know, like, I don't really feel comfortable there. I feel comfortable like an IHOP. You know, there's other like big happy people around. Yeah, when I'm at IHOP, I kind of feel like Jason Kenney does when he's at a Klan meeting. Just kind of in the element. You know, just in my own. Yeah. No, but it's cool. The pandemic's been weird. Like, a lot of my friends had really interesting jobs. One of my friends actually recently got fired from his job at a nursing home. And I asked him, Greg, I said, Greg, why did you get fired from the nursing home? And he's like, well, they caught me trying to steal the old lady pee. And I was like, Greg, what were you trying to steal the old lady pee for? And he's like, well, I like the way it tastes. And I was like, Greg, what does it taste like? And he just kind of shrugged and he's like, depends.
All right, I think that's been 5 minutes. You got to it up for Chris Whiff, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the alarm didn't go off.
That noise didn't go off. That's all on you.
My bad.
You want to go first?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one more time for Chris Whiff, everybody. So, Chris, this is your second time on the show, that's correct?
That is correct.
So, what do you feel like you learned from the first show that you brought over to this show?
I feel like just kind of waiting and letting the silence get people to listen.
Oh, yeah?
Like right now. Like if we just went silent, watch this, ready? If we just go silent, they stop talking.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Kind of like a teacher, you know, like I could wait here all day.
Yeah, well, it's very good. I like how you dressed up for this.
Thank you. I put on my best sweats and sweatshirt.
Best sweats and sweatshirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Really shows.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hey, what do you guys think? How do you think of the set?
Chris, so, hey, well done, buddy. So my thing was, the thing I thought was the best part was the fact that you called HUD rates, calling them out for not having electricity, but then said they have an app, somehow, which contradicts your first statement.
Well, if you were listening.
I wasn't.
No, I called them electric Amish.
Electric Amish.
Because the
so they have
Amish
a
don't
little bit of
catch
like,
it.
nice, you called me out. Nice. I know what I'm doing up here. We all got the cum shot joke, but thank you for that. Way to point it out. I've never been watching someone's set and somehow visualize them masturbating and 30 seconds later visualize them having sex. So that was an interesting place for me.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not the best person to visualize for those things.
No, that was interesting for me. But overall, well done, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Give it up for Chris Whiff.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Next to the stage, we welcome him James DeRoche. Give it up for James DeRoche.
Where are you, James? Get up here. Make some noise for James, everybody. Come all the way from the back outside, smoking a joint.
What you know about me?
Is it just me? Or right after Gwyneth Paltrow put her pussy candles out there, the fucking pandemic started? Everybody wanted Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy? That's what you get. You get death and dying. People in China dying because Gwyneth Paltrow's big pussy. Did you know she's not even a scientist? Gwyneth Paltrow? Did you know that? I didn't realize I was going to be up right now, but I do think Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy candle started the pandemic. I had a medical emergency when I got one. When I went to the hospital, the doctor said he'd never seen a candle shoved up some guy's ass so far. I said, hey, I got excited watching Seven. You know that movie where Kevin Spacey just beats Kevin Spacey all day, and then Brad Pitt shoots him? Small children everywhere applauded when that happened. You know, because Kevin Spacey's a homosexual pedophile? This guy liked it. You guys know about Kevin Spacey, right? But anyway, when I watched Seven, what I wished was when I was sitting home and sniffing my Gwyneth Paltrow candle, I was wishing it was my head in her box. Do you get it? But the important part to remember about all this, now all those Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candles come with a warning, because of me, not for rectal use. You're not supposed to shove the Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candles up your ass, is what I'm saying. And a doctor told me that. So anyway, the Queen is dating now. You guys know the Queen is dating now? Because her husband is dead? Prince Philip, no longer among the living. Have you guys heard of this? Yeah. Now this looks like a lady who hasn't been coming since the Carter administration. Have you seen her on the 20? That's the face of a lady who hasn't been coming for 50 years. That's dryness for your highness, and I will not stand for it. That's why I'm signing up to give the Queen an orgasm. Think of the administration power I would have. I'd just be able to punch homeless people in the street. Who's gonna prosecute me? My snuggle bunny? The Queen? The crown? No, not likely. You give me a weekend with the Queen, she'll be on the money like this. She'll be happy is what I'm saying. The Queen. She needs somebody to stir her blood pudding, if you will. Rearrange her steak and kidney pie. Give her an old-fashioned English pound. A little bit of bangers and mash, you know? I think this is the problem even before Philip died. It doesn't look like he's been getting the old English cucumber for a while now. She's definitely a quilt. A queen I'd like to finger. I mean, wouldn't you like to leave the Buckingham Palace and say, hey, smell this? And they'd be like, hey, it smells like poop. I'm like, well, she's old. Everything's kind of mashed up down there. The Queen's vagina is old, is what I'm saying. It's been around since before World War II. It's depleted and bombed out. Just like the Nazis and Putin. I'm trying to bring around to Putin. Can I get a... And you're done. Wait, hey. Before I go, can I get a White Russian on ice? Putin dead?
All right. No, don't change. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
James, don't leave.
James, don't leave. James, don't leave.
James, don't leave.
Don't leave. We gotta judge what the fuck that shit was. Holy shit! 5 minutes have never been so long.
I thought it was kind of later.
No, you weren't. I remember distinctly giving you, hey, James, you're second in the lineup.
Bunch of lies is what he's telling.
No, you know what else was a lie? That set.
No, that was truth. That was Alex Jones' truth. I want to go to Austin to meet Alex Jones. You gotta send me to Austin. I need to meet him.
James, you're single-handedly pile driving this show into the ground. Well, you know, you got an applause break for the Queen. That was pretty good. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. You have like a very distinct type of humor that this crowd was clearly not into. So, you know, we'll just keep it going. You guys got any advice for James here?
James, give it up for James. Right up here. Come on, give it up for James. Fuck yeah. Bro, you came up here, you threw down your jacket like you were on the NWO. Like, you came up here with wrestler mentality, and then you gave us that performance. High energy. I learned a lot about Gwyneth Paltrow. You have a lot of anger there. Did you buy a candle? Was it sad? And then I learned a lot about the Queen. A lot about the Queen. A lot.
Yeah, I'm English, mate, so I don't know how. Fucking hell, I don't know what it is. I'm English, so that was a little bit hard to take. I love the Queenie. God bless the Queen and her vagina.
All right, now you can go. All right. One more time, James. Listen, everybody in the audience, we're so glad you're here tonight, but when the comedian's on stage, please try to keep it down. We're having trouble hearing them a little bit. I know you got a lot of interesting things to say, but trust me, we have a microphone, so we can say it better, all right? So everybody just calm down a little bit and enjoy the show. We want everybody to enjoy the show. Who's our next comedian?
Cheers, mate. Next one on stage is Jen Bob. Please come up. Woo!
So crazy right now. Most incredibly. Girl, me.
Sweet, it's wireless and I don't have to deal with an awkward stand.
Are you ready? Make us laugh.
After that, I don't know if I can even make myself laugh. I'm just kidding. No, I'm Jen Bob, and it's great to be here. I've done a gong show before, and as soon as the 2 minutes were up for my 2 minutes, I got gonged right away, but this is totally new. So that's fun. But, yeah, no, I got a new job. I'm a quality assurance technician at a cannabis company. Yeah, right? All of you that went woo, you probably think I just smoke weed all day, eh? No. I get to put labels on bottles and stuff. I issue out the labels, I push the paperwork. I wish I smoked weed. I go home and smoke weed to make up for my day. But I'm also an artist too. Has anyone here ever had their caricature drawn? No? That's great, because I couldn't even say the fucking word right. Still better than the last act. I'll take it. No, anybody here ever had a caricature done? Like somebody draw your picture while you're on vacation? Yeah, you have? Sweet. I'm gonna draw you. In my notebook. On my notebook, in the sequence. But I'm just gonna need you to hold this for a second. Can't be worse. The best part is I don't think anybody in the back can see. It's easier with a mic stand. All right. Are you ready to see what you look like in sequence? For those of you that can't see, I drew him as a big black dick.
It's bigger than mine, to be fair, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. It's the first time I've done that on stage, and it still feels good. No, I'm not actually a sequin artist. I'd say the word again, but that's just gonna go well. No, I make things out of duct tape. Yeah, no. I gotta put this down, though. Check on the table. This is the longest 2 minutes ever. Can I just get gonged? Great. No, I've had a whole bunch of jobs since I came to Calgary. I'm originally from Windsor, Ontario. If any of you know where Windsor is, it's right across the river from Detroit. And unfortunately, we got more American than Canadian. So, it's weird, it's awkward. Yes! Yes! Fuck. Oh. Haven't seen a bomb like this since Saddam. Yes! Woo. No, I used to do samples. I love doing samples. It's great. You get to be awkward in front of a bunch of people. Like, as you guys can tell, I have the memory of a goldfish cracker. I couldn't remember my name if I didn't have to write it on a million forms every day, sometimes. But doing samples was fun. One time I did naan bread. Nobody wanted the naan in the Northeast, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? This is naan in the Northeast. Like, it should... No, I eventually abandoned the paper I was reading, and I started saying, yo, guys, naan for you? And people started coming in. It's great. Unlike this set. This is my worst one this week. And it's only fucking Monday, guys. It's only Monday. I knew it was gonna be a bad day when I forgot my keys at work. And I was like, oh, fuck, can't get in, that's great. But then I went to Marlborough train station, and it makes you feel a whole lot better when your life is low like right now. Yeah! It's not last, I'll take the pity. Oh, fuck. No, I did samples during Tide Pods, like before the challenge and after the challenge. After the challenge, it was people asking what the flavor of the Tide Pod was. I'd be like, it's April Fresh. And then that one's just, nope. Is it almost 5 minutes yet? I swear to God, can we just call it, guys, please? Take it. Oh! Dear Lord, this is going... Yeah, for sure. For sure, not winning the 100. I'm just gonna get some meat when I leave here. And... Let's call it.
Hey, keep it going for Jen Bob. Come on.
Yeah. That was fun. Fucking roast away, boys.
Jen Bob, what happened? Usually the black dick joke just kills. I don't know what happened there. What's going on?
I don't know.
You don't know?
This is why we can't have nice things. That's the only thing I can think of.
How long have you been doing comedy, Jen Bob?
Long enough where I shouldn't bomb this hard on a Monday night. No.
What are you gonna do after the show here?
Go play PS5. I'm walking back home.
You're walking back home. Yeah, you really didn't set yourselves up for the week here.
Nope.
You know, it's tough. Do we got any advice for Jen Bob?
Yeah, hey. You know what? It's tough, especially when you're bombing. I just did a set, and it was 20 minutes, and the first 10 minutes were shit. So, like, it's tough, right? Especially when there's silence and you feel it, and that 2 minutes definitely felt like 12. My only advice is, like, just embrace the silence. Look around, whatever, you know what I mean? Don't tap out. I feel like you tapped out at the 2 minute mark because it was fucking quietness. Just fucking keep going, whatever. They don't know your set. You do. Just fucking keep going with it. The sequence art thing, yeah. Looking at a black dick and then a brown guy, I mean, you're gonna feel inadequate. I felt inadequate. So, like, I know the vibe. But yeah, it was a great set. It was a good set. And yeah, if you think it's a bomb, no big deal. We've all bombed. The best have bombed. And also, it's a Monday. So it's all up from here. So keep it going for Jen Bob.
Next up, we got Vic Morica. Welcome to the stage, buddy.
One more time for Vic. So far, Chris is the clear runaway winner right now.
Hello, beer house people. Fuck, let's find the levels. Okay. For the sake of diversity, I'm here to represent chaotic evil and the queer-coded villains in action films from the 80s and 90s. Can you see it? Think like Hans Gruber from Die Hard. I'm like if he had a kid who grew up to have multiple addictions and personality disorders. I've survived longer than most people thought I would, especially my mom. I think she'd get a life insurance thing or a tax rebate if I died right now. She's one of the people rooting for me to die. No, sometimes, struggling, but I think like one of my comedy icons is Mitch Hedberg, and I think he struggled with addictions and mental illness. What would he do? Oh yeah, he overdosed and died of heroin. That's technically feasible, not ideal. I'll try to do a little better. I've survived a little longer. I'll try to make it to 50. I think I can do that. Do you? Yeah, maybe. Although, if I were to die anytime soon and go to some kind of underworld, I'm dressed for it. I'll be fine. I can be like I'm not one of the damned. I work here. I could be picking leaves out of the river Styx with a pool skimmer for eternity. Be great. Go on dates with Baphomet. You heard of her? She's kinky. I've been called mall goth by less than charitable people, but I think if I'm a mall goth, I'm a super authentic mall goth because the mall is dead and people have died there. I work in Eau Claire Market, which if you don't know is our sketchiest dying mall downtown. It's like take the bright colors and angles of the 90s and combine it with a neglected mausoleum, and that's your shopping experience. It's great. It's very somber. You can walk around and be like, I think I hear the ghosts of commerce. Well, welcome to the Oxygen Bar. Remember Oxygen Bars at all? People would go to a mall to just breathe. How spoiled we were. How spoiled. Yeah. Working there, it's taught me a few things. Like one, the city is proudly illiterate, I think is a good term. Because people will come into my bookstore surrounded by books and be like, is this a bookstore? No, it's a cleverly disguised sex shop. Just pop open any of the books. They're full of lube and dildos. Go ahead. Be careful in the sci-fi fantasy section. It's our largest section, and it's all butt plug. So take a buddy. You might get hurt. It's big. Dangerous. It's also taught me that the security there is less dedicated to protecting the place than the janitor. So if I tell the security, hey, someone's smoking the meth in the washroom, they're like, yeah, maybe we'll deal with this. But if I tell that to the head janitor, he's like, what? I will beat them to death with a broom handle. They will not sully what I've accomplished.
Down out there.
What? I don't care. We'll keep going. Oh, but anyway, yeah. A few years ago, there was a shooting death. Well, actually, it was last year in Eau Claire in the parkade. And everyone working there is just like, yeah, that's where it'll happen. None of us blinked. So from then on, the slogan of our mall has been, fuck around and find out. Come to Eau Claire Market. I implore you to come down. Thanks. I should have introduced the bit with that. But oh well, moving on. I get compliments for my look that I like, I enjoy. I've been told I look like a ninja with a drug problem. That's flattering, right? Yeah. Or someone from the Matrix who took the red pill and the blue pill and the lots and lots of other pills. Accurate. Pretty accurate. My favorite, though, was Little Red Riding Hood if she wanted to fuck the wolf. And I'm like, that's right on, buddy. You're a psychoanalyst. You got me in one. Although, I think some people misread this look. Like, I go to metal and underground events, and at one, I meet this goth girl. She's like flirty, and we get to talking about being mutants and all. But then the conversation turned to how her previous ex was a white supremacist. And she looked me right in the eye and goes, "Are you a Nazi?" And I said, "No." And she took off. And I was very confused and disturbed because I always thought no was the correct answer to such a question. Really, Calgary, come on. We got to be better than Edmonton at least, please. No, fuck. I'm told, yeah, though I can understand. I know how I look. Like, I go to get a haircut, they do the fade, and I come out looking like a Hitler Youth. I can't help it. I'm not trying. It just happens. And I can imagine myself falling unawares through some kind of time warp into 1930s Europe and being pulled into a crowd of people dressed and looking like me and going like, but wow, you guys are bringing a lot of helmets and rifles to this Nine Inch Nails concert. What the fuck is going on? Oh, and tanks with swastikas. Oh shit, I'm just a tourist. Ik ben nur ein tourist, I was never here. Right. Scared. Oh, fuck.
There you go, 5 minutes. Vic
Am I the edgiest yet?
Vic Morgan. Very good set, man. Hey, everybody. Hey, pay attention to me for a sec. Everybody needs to calm down a little bit. You're talking way too damn loud, all right? Just rail it in. Vic Morgan, very funny set, man.
Thanks.
I've known you for quite a while now. When I first met Vic, he said he was I identify as a pansexual vampire comedian.
That's still accurate. Yeah.
A pansexual vampire comedian. I was just like,
I'm like low-key, I'm stealth trans. I've been on hormones for a year.
I was just like, that's a lot of sucking on the weekend.
Not just sucking.
Very good set, man. I like the look. I like you really embrace your look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes people call me a freak, and I'm like, you don't know how far I'm willing to go. My ideal aesthetic is like androgynine bat monster. Then
Right.
get the technology going. I'll be there.
I feel like you have a lot of separate cat heads in your closet.
No. I love my kitties. I'll eat a mouse. Give me a mouse. I'll eat a mouse.
All right. This guy's punk rock. Holy shit. All right. What else do we got here?
All right, Vic. Keep going for Vic. That was a great set, buddy. That was a good set. Fuck yeah. No, I'm not. Why are you walking away?
Thought it was done. Thought it'd be like, great set.
Oh, I got it. It was a great set. It was a great set. You know, Calgary's economy's not doing well when the Batman villains are doing comedy. So that's
Don't I win?
That's nice. You know what? It is. I'm proud of you, man. It's hard to do a set, especially when people are talking. Yeah, that's right. I'm shaming you guys.
I'm like,
Look,
fuck,
quiet.
just pay
Nice.
attention to these guys.
Yeah, and I love the Neo reference. I wouldn't have thought of it because I always think the guys in the Matrix are like Neo and everyone, and then I see you and I'm like, oh yeah, you would be there too. You for sure would be there too. But it was a great set, man. That was a great set. So yeah, hey, you want? Roger's gonna give his 2 cents because we cut him off last time.
Yeah, Blade's one of my favourite movies, mate. So well done. It takes balls to be up here. So
Thank you very
congratulations,
much.
mate. Thank you.
No comment. That sounds like the best I could get. Like they're just no, we're not gonna riff on that. We're just gonna compliment. That's. I've beaten you all already.
Right, so moving on, we've next got Cam Peltz. Cam Peltz, please come to the stage. Oh, it is. That was the best walk I've seen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Am I good to go? Thank you. Give it up for the comedians you've seen tonight, right? Also, give it up for this audio system, which has been spectacular, truly. I mean, really, I just sound so crisp and clear. I feel like the only chance I'm gonna get a fucking reaction from you guys is if I do Michael Winslow from Police Academy doing Jimi Hendrix. Fucking. I could go on. I gave myself a headache. All right. Hey guys, is everybody happy COVID's over? 4.5 hours. 4.5, like fucking 4 now. And it's over. Nuclear war still on the menu, but COVID is fucking done. I just want to call out the real heroes of COVID. The people whose calm and rational actions have really just carried us through. Give it up for the government, everybody. Give it up. Yeah. Every level, top to bottom. Am I right? Federal, provincial, municipal. I felt so much safer knowing that they were at the helm. Oh, I don't know. I'm so fucking sick of it. I just hate the fighting. I don't give a shit anymore. It's like, you need to be vaccinated. Oh, I don't want to be vaccinated. You need to be vaccinated for my safety. What, the vaccine's any good? You should be fucking safe. Like, shut up. I just don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Just live your fucking life. But I can't help but think, oh, fuck off. I can't help but think, we probably wouldn't be fucking angry at each other to the point we are now if COVID was, like, more dangerous for children. You ever think like this? You know what I mean? Could you imagine like all the anti-mask, anti-vax Karens if like little Tucker was in danger? Little Jackson? Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's kind of too bad COVID didn't kill more kids. You know what I mean? Might have brought us together as a society. Nah, I'm a good guy though. I am a good guy. I'm a good guy, but I'm a shitty person. Like, do you understand what that means? Because being a good guy is easy. It really is. Good guy, surface level shit. Empty gestures, right? I'll give you an example. But being a good person, it's exhausting. Like deep down, when it really counts, it's pretty tough not to be a piece of shit. Let's be honest, right? Like, I'll give you an example. Dating me, super good guy. I'm a gentleman. I pull the chair out for you. Yeah? I'll pay for everything. I pay for absolutely everything in the relationship. But one of those things I'm going to pay for is inevitably going to the abortion I talked you into getting. It's just, I'll pay for dinner. I'll pay for dinner, but 18 years of alimony? Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Another good example. Driving. I'm very courteous. I see you signaling, I back right off, wave you in. 2 at a time even. Yeah, go ahead. We're all gonna get where we're going. But if it's late at night, I'm driving alone, dark country road, you happen to wander out in front of me and I plow into you, I am for sure just gonna drive away. Like straight to a 24-hour car wash, never to speak of it to another living human. To my grave, I will take that. For real. I'm married. Settle down. I am married. I know it's somewhat shocking. I'm married. I've been married almost 4 years now. And it's shocking when you get married as a guy, because when you're a woman, everybody's happy for you. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's so exciting. When you're a guy, everybody's just like, really? Like nowadays, the easier ways to lose half your shit. It's like, all right, I've heard that one. And then the other thing every guy says, you know, the sex goes right downhill, right? Yeah. It falls off a cliff. And you can say goodbye to blowjobs. It's like, really? I can tell you right now, 4 years into my marriage, I'm still getting blowjobs on the regular. Thank you. Thank you. That's a fucking, you're goddamn right. And I'll tell you guys the secret right now. All right? The secret is, you just can't let your wife find out. Hey, all right. That's 5. Fuck it.
Give it up for Cam, everybody. Give it up for Cam. Cam Prez. Thank you for coming back from Ottawa to be here. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, so your wife is a very lucky lady, it seems like.
She's happy.
So, what do you do for a living, Cam?
I work in trucking.
You work in trucking.
It's okay, still have my bank account. We're good. It's fine.
Yeah, so have you been feeling the effects of Trudeau? Were you down there?
I've had to fire 6 dudes because of our incredibly safe and effective mandates. It was very nice telling men that they're no longer going to earn money.
I feel like you're being sarcastic. I feel like,
No, I hate everyone. I wish the fucking nukes would drop, honestly.
All right, well, on that happy note, you guys got anything to say?
Oh man, Cam, the fuck did I just listen to? You are an angry person. You look like a lumberjack that would fuck up society, which is weird. I've never heard someone make a compelling case about how COVID should be more deadly to children. You sold me on it for a little bit there, and then I realized I'm human.
I work in logistics, okay? It's logical.
That's why. Your blowjob joke was hilarious. I'm not married. Are you married? Mirage, are you married? Yeah. Did you laugh the hardest at that? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That was a good set, man. That was a great set. That's all I have to add.
And I was just going to say, mate, you said that you pay for everything. You lost me at that. I'm Indian. I don't pay for fuck all, so well done. Well done, mate.
Even the abortion?
I'm married. I don't have sex. It's fine.
All right, thanks, guys.
One more time for Cam. One more time for Cam, everybody.
Cheers, Cam. Next on stage, we have a Sarah Stupar? Stupar, thank you.
Sarah Stupar, everybody. Sarah Stupar.
What's up, Calgary? Did you guys... Oh, yeah, make some noise. Did you know that the Just for Laughs showcase is happening at Broken City right now with the best comedians in Calgary? And the rest of us are here. All right, make some noise. If I'd known I was going to be standing this close to a black man, I would have moisturized my elbows. I'm feeling very insecure right now. Yeah. I just moved to Calgary. I'm really excited to be here because I'm a huge redneck. Any rednecks in the crowd? Make some noise. He's this redneck in the corner politely putting up his hand. Yes, that's me. I know, you might be looking at me and you're like, this girl is not a redneck. She's so fashionable. Thank you. But being a redneck, it's not actually about what you look like, you know? It's about what's in your heart. And I learned that the day I was moved to tears by a Nickelback song. Yeah. It's like, oh shit, I'm a fucking redneck. So they cleared that convoy. The Freedom Convoy got cleared out of Ottawa. That's cool. I'm sure it's the last we will ever hear of those people. Any convoy supporters in the room? Make some noise. It's cool, yeah. I mean, frankly, I couldn't get behind it because I found their messaging didn't really line up. Like, the logic wasn't there for me, you know? Like, they were online saying that they represented the silent minority, or the silent majority, but then they were carrying signs that said fringe minority. It's like, which one are you? You know? And then even from their own logic, they're like, Trudeau's a dictator. So what do you want to do when you want to remove a dictator? Well, you set up a bouncy castle, obviously. That's definitely gonna work. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have caught what's going on in Ukraine, but Putin's a crazy dictator and they're setting up the jacuzzis as we speak, you know? Let's get that dictator out of here with a block party! I'm looking for a job, I'm unemployed, so I need to make money fast, and I was thinking about what every woman thinks about when she wants to make money fast, and I was like, could do sex work. But then I thought about it, and I was like, ugh, still work, you know? Don't want to do it. Yeah, I looked it up. Nobody really pays big for starfish fetish, you know? Can't really make money that way. Woo! So what else about me? Oh my God, I can't believe I have like 30 minutes of jokes and I can't remember a single one of them right now. I just moved here from a small town, and I actually moved here almost specifically just to improve my dating life. In a small town, it's really hard to date, you know? I would try to date guys that were older than me, and my friends would be like, do you have daddy issues? And then I would try to date guys that were younger than me, and my friends would be like, are you a predator? And then I would try to date guys my own age, and my friends would be like, you're a fucking homewrecker. Just couldn't win. I'm on Tinder, it's pretty cool. I feel like I've learned a lot about men from Tinder, you know? The biggest thing I learned is y'all really fucking love to fish. Really like it. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll turn it over to the panel here. Ryan, it's too bad you're not in blueface, because then it would be like the cast of Aladdin, you know? It's like Jafar, Aladdin, the genie. You guys should do that next time. Turn it over to the cast of Aladdin. What do you guys got to say?
All right. I'm a loss for words. Give it up for Sarah, everybody. Give it up for Sarah.
Thank you.
Very funny stuff. I like that.
Oh, I just noticed that you put the cash on the table here. Like, that's like, joke for it. And we're all like so poor, all us comedians. We don't have fucking jobs. We're like, oh my God. Cash. Okay, sorry.
Turned into Gollum there, didn't you?
Pardon? I don't understand British people, so.
No one does, to be honest. No one does.
Every time I see a brown person with a British accent on television in Canada, I'm like, go back home.
There's not too many, to be fair.
There's too many.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We welcome all accents, except Australian ones.
Are you honestly too lazy for sex work, or?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, actually, I prefer construction over sex work because in construction, you don't have to pretend to like men. You know, if they're rude, you just tell them to fuck right off. And then if they go to human resources will just be like, oh, did she make you cry? Get back to work, you little bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work.
I'm scared of fucking with you right now. You've legit roasted everyone. The poor DJ, he's not even doing shit, and you're like, I'm in a zebra outfit. That's how you started, with racism, and I approved. And then the blue face comment, you would be our Aladdin. And then you thought I'm Aladdin, you think I was Jasmine, I felt good. I was so scared. Wow, that was a great set. I died laughing. Moving to Calgary, though, for dating, it sucks here, too.
I know.
That's not great. That's not great. That's my only advice. I don't know why you fucking moved to Calgary for dating. It's shit here, too. That was a great set. That was amazing. Give it up for Sarah.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Next on stage, we have Lucas Ocampo. Welcome to the stage, Lucas. Cheers, guys.
Fool, it's a full-time jack move. Don't worry, Skato, I'll get back soon. Just have no fun.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Awesome. Feel free to laugh out loud for my set. I welcome everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Can you guys hear me well? Is this in the back? Yeah, good. One thumbs up. Thank you. My name is Lucas. I'm originally from Argentina, and I always dreamed of coming here to Canada, right? That's because it's true. Ever since I was young, I always heard of these Canadian legends, right? You got Terry Fox, Wayne Gretzky, that girl that got tag teamed at Stampede, right? I knew I wanted to be here, right? But it's true. I mean, my family worked. Someone's laughing, thank you. My family worked incredibly hard for me to come here. You know, my siblings gave me all their savings. My parents gave me their savings. Also, I could come here, work, and provide for them back home. They didn't know I was gonna do comedy, right? That was a surprise for them. But it's true, you know, I came here and people ask me, Lucas, why'd you come here to Calgary, the University of Calgary, the Harvard of the Northwest, right? And that's what they told me before I came here. And I'm like, the truth is I searched an article and it said, 6 years ago, it said, Calgary is an amazing young city full of jobs in the oil and gas industry. 6 years ago, right? I'm doing comedy now, right? So that tells you how that went. But it's my fault, right? I should have known better. You can't trust the internet, right? You can't. And I learned this when I was young, right? I was 13 years old, and I was in my room taking dick pics, right? And there were two things that I didn't know at the time. One was that we had a shared family iCloud account, okay? And two was that my 7-year-old sister was in the living room playing with the iPad, okay? She exits out of the games, opens up the images, and sees her brother's aggressively average, okay, I'm gonna be aggressively average dick on the screen, okay? And then she shows it to my mom. All of a sudden I hear, Lucas Juan Morel, Ricardo Ignacio! I don't know if Canadians know, okay? But if your mom uses more than 2 names, you're fucked. You're fucked. And we don't have none of this child protective services shit back here. Hell no. So I'm like, yeah, mom, ¿qué pasa? What happened? She's like, what happened? What's this? Now, I can promise you that if your mom shows you your 4-inch dick on a 12-inch screen, you're gonna lie, right? You're lying. So I'm like, oh my God, mom, what is that? Who is that? She's like, that's not you. Mama, I would never. She's like, okay, swipes? Me holding my dick. I'm like, that one's me. I'll take the rep for that one, Mom. But it's true. I came here. I'm an immigrant. There's 2 ways for me to stay here. One is through a work permit. And as you can see, this shit's not going anywhere, right? And 2 is by marrying a Canadian girl. Any Canadian girls in the house? All of a sudden, everyone's an immigrant. Okay, I'll go fuck myself. No, but I do like it here. I'm trying to stay here, in fact. And there's been some differences between Argentina and here that I had to get used to, right? Just cultural shock. Small things. Why is it that every grown man I meet here has a knee problem and could have played in the NHL, right? Very common, very common. The other one I see, it's you guys love the outdoors, right? In Argentina, we like it, right? We'll go out for an hour. You see a Canadian with a water bottle and a granola, it's, where are you going? For a week? To the forest? All right, man. I remember my first year I came here, and there was a girl that I was into, and she's like, yeah, I'm going on an 8-hour hike tomorrow. Did you want to come with? What the fuck did you say to me? She's like, yeah, I'm going on an 8-hour hike. It's my favorite trail, but there's been some bear sightings lately. Bear sightings, bro. If you know me, you know that I'm terrified of bears. I hate bears. I tell her, bear sightings. She's like, yeah, but I wouldn't worry too much about it because I've got a bear bell. A fucking bear bell. Now, I have one with me here tonight. Just so we can all be on the same page about this, right? You're telling me that you're 4 hours into your 8-hour hike, all of a sudden a 600-pound grizzly comes charging at you, right? You've got nowhere to run. It's catching up. You're seconds away from that. You go, hold on. What the fuck is that gonna do? All this does is tell the bear, hey, big guy, lunch is ready. Fuck, no, we're at 5. Thanks, guys. Cut a little bit short. Thank you so much for supporting live comedy. Super COVID safe, as you can see. Everyone's been raw dogging this mic all night. It's nice to see.
Give it up one more time for Lucas, everybody. One more time for Lucas.
Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks.
Lucas, I hate how good looking you are. You are way too good looking to be a comic right now. You know, so your immigrant family is not supportive of you doing comedy?
No, not right now.
These two can relate.
Yeah. It's too real, right?
You should be really talking to them about that. They'll have a lot to say. It's really cool, man. Have you ever done a set in Spanish or anything like that?
No, believe it or not, I'm less funny in Spanish, actually. So imagine how that would go, yeah.
I like how you basically got everything wrong with Canada down in your set. Just like, how does a bear bell stop a bear? You know, we're crazy people. So
even with drugs, man. I mean, you guys have the chillest drug laws in the world, right? Argentina has some of the harshest drug laws in the world. Here, you got weed stores, injection sites, the mayor in Toronto smoking crack, right? It's fucking beautiful here, so.
Yeah, we really are going downhill fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lucas, buddy, can we keep going for Lucas? You guys are gonna clap a lot. Keep it going for Lucas.
Thanks.
Wow. Hey, thanks for doing the mic check for us. Appreciated that when you started the set. Appreciated that. I like that you really made immigration sound like a GoFundMe. Yeah. That sounded good. For those that don't know, Ryan used to play football, so that knee joke, he was triggered.
Yeah.
It was definitely triggered.
It was targeted.
I would have went pro.
That was a great set, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, keep it going, buddy. Like that was a good set.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, you made me laugh. I'm an immigrant as well, so everything you said, I related to. So thank you very much, man.
I appreciate it. Coming from the British Salt Bay. Means a lot. No, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the time again.
Yeah, he really does look like a Spanish explorer, doesn't he? Yeah.
We're taking mic from you, though.
Yeah.
You don't get to leave with that.
One more time for Lucas, everybody. One more time.
Right, guys, are you having fun? Yeah! Good. So the next stage we have is Will Collinson. Will Collinson, please come out. Cheers. Give it up for Will.
Let's pick up the energy. Give it up one more time for Will, everybody.
All right. How we doing? A little later in the show. I'm going through a bit of a rebrand. I'm trying to. I realize my face shape just doesn't work for how white I am. Right? I'm one chunky pair of sunglasses away from looking like I was at that January 6th thing in the States. And it doesn't help that I still know the date. They think I'm on the run. No, I know it's bad for me with sunglasses. Like, for once I had to wear tinted safety glasses at work. By noon, I was in with HR. Right? They pulled me in. They're like, we're worried about some things in the workplace. And I said, oh my God, have I said something? And they're like, no, but you look like you're gonna. And we're just calling a spade here. No, I'll get it out of the way early. I was recently part of a cult. Yeah. They don't like it when I call it that, though. They really don't. They prefer the term spin class. That's more their speed. That's a bit of a cult, though. Now, at one point, they had us all down chanting something in unison. It was like, I will better myself in 2022. I will strive to reach all my goals. I will fill out various tasks if you ask me to, master. Like, what? There's a little hypnotism in there. That was a little weird that in the waiver, they said we weren't allowed to talk to a Netflix documentary. That was a bit of a red flag. True story, I once visited the Church of Scientology, and they were less convincing than spin class. Even Church of Scientology was like, come or go as you please. I said I was gonna miss Wednesday's spin class, and they threatened to kill my brother. Like, they're intense there. Some dude in a shirt way too tight pulled me aside. He's like, listen, bro, you don't fucking miss spin class. And I ain't gonna say this twice. But no, I did once visit the Church of Scientology. I was bored and high. Yeah, that was a good time. I didn't know they make you do a test there. That's a weird experience. They made me do an IQ test at the Church of Scientology. Can you imagine being too dumb for the Church of Scientology? Like, they just pull you aside like, listen, we got an image to maintain, man. And we've seen you in sunglasses. It's rough. No, they made me do a whole IQ test and a whole personality test. Chick sat me down at one point. She said, you should be concerned with how bad your results are. Yeah. I looked her dead in the eye and said, you should be impressed with how accurate your test is. You guys fucking nailed it. It's awesome. A little more about me. I'm 6'6". I wish I was a little more filled out, though. Right? When you're big and you're tall, and you're big, you're the king of the jungle. I look like the wounded gazelle. It's a bad look, man. And any guy with short man syndrome, I'm their wounded gazelle. They fucking lock in. No, tall privilege is real, though. I'll admit it. I once reffed a basketball game. Yeah. I don't know all the rules to basketball. Turns out parents get really mad when you don't know how many seconds their kid has to throw in the ball. You're sitting there counting it out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? One point I just gotta throw it in myself, y'all play ball, because I don't know the fucking rules. Because sure, I played when I was younger, but like, I was never the guy throwing it in. I was always the one out of the game on the bench. Because that's a tall privilege, right? Being the bench warmer for every tall person sport. volleyball bench warmer, basketball bench warmer, swim team bench warmer somehow. I collected team jackets like a whore, man. It was awesome. I snatched up those hoodies. But no, man, I got so popular from riding athletic wood, I was almost sponsored by OnlyFans at one point.
Bing bong, bing.
Ah, there we go.
Give it up for Will, everybody. Give it up for Will. So, Will, you were on the first show originally as well.
Yeah.
What did you learn about that show that you took over to this show?
Well, I thought to expect better mic quality, but I was like, I can yell a bit, but no.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's fun. It's good. It's a good time.
And you were in a spin class, and you think it's a cult?
I know it's a cult.
You know it's a
Yeah,
cult.
they tried to fuck my girlfriend. It's a sex cult. Yeah.
I don't think it's a cult. I think your instructor just tried to fuck your girlfriend.
No, they were pushing that electrolyte powder like it was Kool-Aid a little too much. Got a little cultish there, man.
That is pretty cultish if they just right away want to fuck your girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, that was my entry fee, is they had to fuck my girlfriend. They're like, welcome to our sanctuary. We need to fuck your girlfriend. That was... Also, the fact they called it a sanctuary wasn't good.
They call it a sanctuary?
Yeah, it was red flag, yeah.
Yeah, that is a big... And you're still going?
Oh, it's good exercise, man. It's a good workout.
Yeah, don't give Will any of your money.
Or do, and I can enlighten you. But
yeah. What did you guys think?
Keep going for Will. Yeah,
I was
bro.
talking to them, but yeah, sure.
Bro, you were in a cult with bikes, for sure. So that's a thing. I appreciate that you came out here pointing out that you look like a generic white guy. Yeah, you have that look. If cops were like, who was the white guy, I would draw Will. Pointing out that you're over 6 feet. You're bragging. I'm 6 on the dot. No one cares about your inches. Okay, but you are tall as fuck. We did not need this box.
No.
The box is unnecessary. I appreciate that you started off your set by saying how you look like you have white privilege, but ended your set how you have tall privilege. So I appreciated that. But it was overall a good set, man. It was a great set.
Thank you.
So yeah, so keep it going for Will.
Thank you.
Cheers, Will. Next we have Casey Benici. Please welcome to the stage, Casey Benici.
All right. I'm glad we got the mic situated because for a little while there it sounded like we were at the worst fucking Tim Hortons. People were leaving. They're like, what the fuck did he just say about some other guy's dick? So I went to see a personal trainer because I'm getting fat. Yeah, and I've been told by a couple friends that like I'm not fat enough to make this joke yet. Emphasis on the yet. They're like, give it some time, write the joke, come back to it, fuck it, you'll get there. They have the same criticism for like I have a joke about going bald, and they have the same criticism, like I'm not bald enough yet. And I have like the same response for both of those criticisms. Just fucking hang out with me on a windy day. You'll see the front of my hair flapping around all weird, my shirt just bouncing off every fucking crevice. Looking like a fat guy on a sailboat. You'll be like, I get it. Because I get it. I'm not like fat, you know what I mean? But I'm, don't want to buy new pants fat. You know what I mean? Because like, in my mind, if I don't go up a belt size, I'm good. And then I sit down, rip my ass out, and I need new pants. It works fine. You know what I mean? I get it. Basically, I'm getting used to sweatpants fat. Every scenario. Good. The only way I can really explain it is like, I have boxers that used to fit. And now I've stretched them out so far that that hole is literally just a hole and my dick just kind of plop, sits there. It's embarrassing. So, I went to a personal trainer. And it wasn't exactly what I expected, because like I was expecting to go through some light workouts, some exercises. What I got was embarrassment. I just went in and it was kind of very public. We were sitting at a table, and beside it was another table that you can only get through if you're in very good shape. And then he kind of just like, oh yeah, and there was also a juice bar right here. Like I could have been like, yeah, banana strawberry, thanks bud. And then we kind of just talked about how much I suck. He was like, so why do you want to lose weight? I was like, fucking, because I'm fat. He's like, think about it though. I was like, still because I'm fat. He's like, dig deep. I was like, is it like because I jiggle? Like, what the fuck do you want me to say, dude? Want me to sit up here and be like, I'm a little piggy? Like, what the fuck? I get it. And then he's like, all right, let's get started. And I was like, sick, let's do this. And we went over and he was like, walk for me. And I was like, fuck, okay, daddy, holy. The fuck? So I started walking and I came back and he's like, to the end. So I went to the end and came back. He's like, you know the first thing I noticed? I was like, you mean when I fucking turned back? Like, he's like, the first thing I noticed, and then again, very publicly, there was people walking by maybe every 15 seconds. He's like, your posture sucks, your shoulders suck, can't even fix that part, you're fucked on that. Your foot placement sucks, your toes are too far apart. Basically, can I nail you down for Thursday? I was like, fucking no, dude. That's all I got on that. That's a new bit. That's the first time I did that tonight. So fuck, thank you guys. Sick. Did you guys know that Israel bombed Gaza on New Year's Eve? Is anyone gonna tell them that they're taking like New Year's fireworks too far? Oh, sorry guys. Didn't realize I was performing for a bunch of Palestinians. These are jokes. I don't mean fucking anything I say, except for that last part about the trainer. He sucked. He fucking made me feel bad. But aside from that, like, these are all jokes. I am kidding. Besides which, I'm trying to make it an entertainment. I have to support Israel. All right. I saw at one point, like, I think about advertising a lot. Advertising something I think about. And I saw that Cadillac at one point designed a car that had a toilet in it. That's how you know they don't advertise to anybody under 65 years old. They're like, we know our audience, right? Old people love Cadillacs. You know what else they love? Shitting. We should give them another opportunity. I just think about, like, how could, like, I think the only reason that didn't get put to market is because you can't advertise that. You can't be like, are you old and have to shit at all times? Sure. Sure. There's so much more to that. Whatever, I got out a new bit. I'm happy with it.
All right, good up for Casey, everybody. Yeah. Casey, I'm gonna give you some advice. Don't do Jewish jokes in a place called Social Beer House.
Yeah. It's pretty good, actually. I like that. Yeah.
It's a little too on the nose, pardon the pun. Yeah, but other than going super political and there, it was a very good set, I think.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, you're an actor for a little bit as well, right?
Still am, asshole. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I didn't give up.
You were in a beer commercial, a Budweiser beer commercial.
Yep. I mean, fuck, they might pull it after my set.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I went too far with that joke, and it just kind of shocked the crowd a little too much.
Yeah, you kind of already look like a fucking mobster up here.
Oh, yeah?
Yelling at people to keep it down back there, all that shit.
Yeah, with your name, Casey Bonici.
Doesn't help, for sure. We're just up here looking like fucking...
Just change your name to Italian.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
You guys got anything to say to this guy?
I've been told that my name sounds too fettuccine-ish to not be Italian. Anyways.
It does sound like something you'd order at Earl's.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed that out. Casey, thanks for being the 5th comedian to make me visualize their dick.
Did I? Wait, what?
That was good. I do enjoy the spin on paying a trainer to fat shame you.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, I love how you got the proper crowd reaction. You're like, hey, political joke. Let's kill the audience. That felt good.
Yeah, because usually I do more than that after to try to bring it back. I don't know. I should have just went to. Never mind. There was a joke. I thought we were doing a minute tonight, and I fucking was gonna do a different joke, and I didn't even end up doing it. So whatever.
All good. We
What were you
learned
saying, sorry?
politics today and about your fat and your dick.
Yeah.
So keep it going for Casey.
Cool. Oh, sick. All right. All right. Thanks.
Next on stage, which is our final act, please give it up for David Deckmis. I'm sorry I pronounced your name wrong there, but please welcome up to the stage.
Keep it going for David, everybody. Keep it going for David.
Adventavit a sinus. Is it not written that ye are gods? Over the past little bit, I've been thinking about what is comedy, in its essence. What? What is that? Comedy is revelry, and revelry comes from the word rebellion. So I like to think of myself as the Eazy-E of comedy. Motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck Death Row, and here comes my left blow, because I'm the EAZYE. Yeah, anyways, all joking aside, I like pickle sandwiches, and I find most alcohol pairs well with an empty stomach. Not all. I've grown a lot over the past few years. I'm almost 5'8" now. I used to have a Sunfire. I scrapped it a couple weeks ago. I had 2 crackheads come and look at it. Not to disparage crackheads, but they said, they came, they looked at it, they said, we can't drive this. It was an eye-opener for me. I got the vaccine recently, a couple months ago. The only reason I got it was someone told me more people are dying from the vaccine than the virus. I said, my goodness, there's an easy out to all this. So the next day I went out and got the vaccine. I'm still here, unfortunately. Disappointed in the virus and the vaccine. Can do a quick Batman impression. Any Batman fans? All right. This is Batman at his second rodeo.
This ain't my first rodeo.
I met a guy. This story is not really funny, but it's a good thing we're not at a comedy show. But it's true, which goes back to that old adage of it's funny because it's true. So I met this guy named Fabio at a bar a couple months ago, and I said, oh, like the supermodel in the 90s, I don't know if you guys remember, but this dunce goes on a roller coaster ride, and a goose hits him in the face. It was in the news. I don't know if you guys were there in the 90s, 1999. So I said, yeah, like the supermodel. And whatever, so I left. A couple days later, I go back to the bar. The bartender said, your friend got really fucked up the other night. I said, what? He said, yeah, someone bottled him, and his eyebrow was dangling down and all this. So I said, just be careful what you talk about, because things will become manifest. This is a quick one. Things I hear from my bedroom window late at night when I'm trying to get some fucking sleep. Here we go. First thing. Victoria! Victoria! Where's Victoria? My pussy too good for this. Another one, things I hear late at night when I'm trying to get some fucking sleep, my bedroom window. I can't believe you, you whore. After all the cocaine I bought for you. Which, first of all, don't air out people's shit, right? And second of all, you're no white knight. You know, you bought a girl a bunch of blow and then she betrayed you. It's like, what do you... So anyways, cost of living is going up. Groceries, super expensive, man. I spent $40 the other day. I got 2 avocados and a jug of OJ, orange juice. I was like, I got home, I was like, what the fuck did I just buy? I didn't know whether to pour myself a glass of OJ or hang myself. Biden's new, let me get this right, Sleepy Joe Biden, he's got a new deputy assistant to nuclear energy waste, Sam Brinton, and he's a self-professed pup handler, which I didn't know this, I had to look it up. It's when a grown man gets another man to dress up in latex, and then he proceeds to sodomize him. And, I mean, when are they gonna quit fucking the dog, these politicians, man?
Okay. That Batman impression was hands down the worst Batman impression I've ever heard. It sounded nothing like him.
Thank you.
This is incoherent ramblings of a madman. Why? So, like at your house, you just hear like that stuff coming out your door? I don't understand.
Oh, the Batman joke?
No, the
shit
urban
I hear
decay
later.
from your
That's
window.
there's a parking lot behind where I live, and that's just people like to hang out there, smoke crack, break into cars. I don't know, yell random shit.
Yeah, you need to establish that more, because I thought you were just saying random shit.
Oh no, it's stuff I heard. Yeah.
Okay, well, David actually did comedy for the first time at Reckless Comedy in Inglewood, which is my show, every Thursday at 8 p.m. And yeah, so this is your second time doing comedy ever, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel that you have grown in between those two times?
I feel like I'm 10 feet tall right now.
Good man.
I feel like I'm Steve Carell. I was walking here and someone said, they yelled out of their car, "You look like Steve Carell." And it was the nicest thing anyone said to me in 2 years. I was like, so flattered.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, it's not easy, is it? It's not easy doing comedy, huh? It's, how do you feel about your set? How did you feel you did?
I don't know, a lot of things to work on, some jokes. I think I got to take out 90% of my jokes.
That was the funniest thing you said. All right, you guys got any advice, criticisms for David? Except that guy. Calm down, sir.
Yeah. David, your second time up here. Good on you, buddy.
Oh,
Keep it going for David.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Not knowing that this is your second time, yeah. I like the fact that you just kept going when someone yelled out next, like they thought they were Ariana Grande. Fuck yelled out thank you next, but you're not. So shut the fuck up. So good for you, buddy, for doing that. I would have froze on my second time. So you got heckled and you kept going. Good on you. I like the spin on the vaccine. I hope that's not actually why you took it. And yeah, man, second set, good for you, buddy. I remember my second set. It was terrible. Like, fucking, I think Ryan was the only person in the audience, and he laughed because I looked like someone to laugh at. So good for you, buddy. So, like, keep going for Ryan. Yeah. David, holy shit, and Ryan.
Well done, buddy. Well done. So I think that's it, isn't it? I think that's all our artists. Well done to everyone that came up on stage. It takes a lot of balls to come up here. So congratulations.
All right, so because Ryan and myself are comedians locally, we can't pick the winner because bias. So we're gonna leave it up to Mirage. He's been paying attention. He's been better than me. I thought I didn't hear a punch. Yeah, okay, you've been paying attention. So you're gonna pick the 3 people that made you laugh the hardest.
Absolutely, I am, yeah.
And then we're gonna get you guys to cheer for the winner. I have a decibel meter, so this is scientific, I think. Mirage, who are our finalists?
I would tell you, first of all, special mention to Jen Bob and to Will Collinson as well. But the 3 people who I thought probably made the most in terms of making me laugh were Chris Whift, Cam Peltz, and Lucas Ocampo. So if you can all come up to the stage, that would be amazing. Thank you. Are they coming up? There we are. Amazing. And are we missing one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Fuck it, yeah.
We got one
So.
more. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is an old school shout out. Let's start for Chris first. Who think Chris deserves to take the money home? Go for it. 104 and a decibel. Okay. Next we've got Cam Peltz. Cheer for Cam Peltz. What was that? 100. Sorry, brother. I thought you were great. And last but not least, Lucas Ocampo.
Y'all broke my phone.
I think Lucas, mate, well done, brother. You won. Congratulations.
Hey, but keep it going for all the comedians that you saw tonight. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you.
Goddamn immigrants taking our jobs again.
Well done, Lucas. Sure. Here's your cash.
Give it up for Lucas. He's won $100 here at Make You Laugh.
So that concludes our night. How do you guys feel? You have fun?
Yeah, very fun stuff here. Yeah. Thank you to everybody that came out tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, it was a good show. I'm still scared Jen Bob's gonna attack me. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, I was just going to ask a little bit about you. So thank you for actually co-hosting with me today. And have you got any sort of events or anything that we can try and follow you on for the audience?
Yeah, so everybody, if you like live stand-up comedy, make sure to follow Reckless Comedy YYC on Instagram. You see a lot of great comedians there. We got a headliner this week, very funny guy coming all the way from, he's toured all over Western Canada, Ferris Hita, very funny guy. And yeah, you know, we're gonna be here every month at a social beer house, so make sure you tell your friends, tell everybody, follow us on social media.
And then myself, my name's Amol, like the rodent. I don't know if you guys caught that. You can follow me on Instagram, Amol Surrey Comedy. I'm doing a couple shows this week, brewery shows in Airdrie and in Northeast Calgary with Taproom Comedy. So you can follow my Instagram and all my shows are there. Yeah, thank you so much for this.
No, thanks guys for having us, and a massive thank you to Social Beer House for hosting this again. Please make sure you tip. Yeah, give a big DJ thanks as well, man. Thank you so much for your time today as well. And I was going to say, I think it's 9 o'clock. I think it's been a long couple of years. I think the mask mandate ends in 3 hours. So give yourself a cheers, and let's hope the next year goes better than the last couple of years. Thanks for coming out, guys. We appreciate the love. Cheers.
Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. If you see dogs in your front yard, just know I'm still. Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. Fuck your life, bing bang, bing bang. If you see dogs in your front yard, just know I'm still. Fuck your life.